there, welcome back to another fabulous show here on Crafters TV, and it's the end of the week. Boo. However, there's a new week starting tomorrow. Yay! And what it means is, because it is the end of the week, we sort of take stock, we recap, we revisit some stuff that we launched over the last couple of weeks and stuff that you guys saw and loved over the last couple of weeks as well. Also, Second Chance Sunday is a great chance for you to get involved. If you've got product suggestions that you'd love us to bring back from one of these Second Chance Sunday shows, maybe it's something that you missed, you can email us studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk and pop Second Chance in the subject line and let us know. Obviously, we'll do our best. We're not magicians, you know, if it's sold out and there's no stock, but we will try our very hardest for you. And also, I do think it's like the one occasion where I know we gossip a lot here at Crafters TV, but I think the bosses don't really watch on the last show on a Sunday, you know. They're probably, you know, eating roast potatoes and stuff, so we can maybe up the gossip level a little bit as well for this last show. Loads of you are checking in with me already from all over the place. Shirley in Quebec is saying hi, and Louise is in from a snowy Alden in New York. I'm hearing there's a lot of snow stateside at the moment. Jill is in North Yorkshire, Michelle in Jersey, from actual Jersey, as in the British Isle of Jersey, not New Jersey. Roberta is in from Connecticut, Regina's in Chicago, Martina's in Ireland as well. Get in touch. Do you know what? Let me know on social media the best thing about your week. That's what I know. What rocked in your world this week? Let me know in the comments. I'll start you off. My dining table arrived on Friday, and it meant that the apartment is pretty much done. I mean, it's pretty much finished. I still obviously bits and bobs I need, but I actually was able to sit at the dining table, take stock, and think, oh, do you know what? It only took a month, but I'm nearly done. There's loads coming up, but before we get into that, we need to have a little chat with who's joining us as well today. Debbie is with me. Debbie, what's been the best thing about your week so far? I know you're going to say 2 shows with me, but apart from that, obviously.
Oh, gosh, let me think. I don't know, I can't even remember. Do you know what, Joe, when you said then it was the last show week, I'm thinking, is it really Sunday? Because that's how fast this week's gone. My favourite part this week, yesterday, getting to spend lots of time with my little granddaughter, courtesy of our lovely Craig, of course. But yeah, because he stood in for me yesterday afternoon, so I got to spend the full day with her. So I'm going to say Saturday was my favourite day of the week this week.
Maybe it was a Sapphire Saturday. How lovely. Right, what was your best thing about the week? Let me know in the comments. Next door, obviously other than working with me, next door in the comments, best things that happened this week? Laura's birthday, of course.
How could I forget that?
How could I forget? Laura had a great day on Friday for her birthday. She had a lockdown birthday, but she had crustaceans and all sorts. It was delicious. Erin, what was the best thing about your week? Laura's birthday was the best thing about Erin's week. Big chocolate cake.
That I didn't have.
Well. That Debbie didn't have any of. I wasn't here, so I definitely would have had the chocolate. Anyway, shall we crack on with the actual show? I think we should, because we're going to get in trouble. Right, I want to start with the Holland Stamps. We launched these in... it was last Friday's Colour Me Happy, actually, not the one just gone, the one before, and they were so incredibly popular. They were launched by our very own dragon, and they are, of course, looking at dragons as well, which is awesome. They are super adorable. So you've got in here, If Friends Were Flowers, which is beautiful. I love this. Look how they really start to come alive when you start to add that colour into there. Lee Holland is a really well-regarded illustrator and artist who is London-based, who's very kindly put these together for us. It's the first time he's done a stamp range with any company, so we're really glad that he's chosen us here at Crafters Companion. That's You Are My Sunshine. Then you've got With Love as well, and I think I heard that we're going to be doing a lot more cute creatures as well with Lee. So this could be the beginning of a long line of cute creatures, so definitely get in these ones. I love this one, Hello You. I think that is my absolute favourite one in this collection. I think it's absolutely awesome. This one here is from me to you, Love the Cake. You got lots of cake in this one here, and you've got this one as well, Thank You. Which is absolutely awesome. If you want to grab those, you can. £36 or $50 if you want to get your hands on those ones. Now, we have got some gorgeous embossing folders in the show. It's going to be Debbie's first demonstration, I believe, and I'm going to take you through what you've got here. So you've got the Gossamer Lace, which is this one here. They're all 3D embossing folders, and they are so intricate and detailed. You've got kind of like a lace finish on the back, in the background there, which is why these are called the Lace 3D Embossing Folder. The next one you've got in here is Lavish Leopard print, which is that one there. I love that. You can really see that with a little bit of gilding wax on there. This one here is the Vintage Scroll. Again, really beautiful when it catches the light. This one here is your Peony Bouquet, which is that one just there. You're also going to receive in here as well Climbing Ivy, absolutely beautiful. And last but by no means least, Ariana's favourite embossing folder. It's the Grande Butterfly. I keep mentioning Ariana Grande. I don't know that she's even a crafter, let alone any of these things that are her favourite things. But it makes me happy to think that, you know, she's at home, you know, with her die cutting machine, like, putting bits through, but, you know, she does those like squeaks, doesn't she, that only your dog can hear. I think she's brilliant, by the way. I love her. Now, I want to give you a heads up on a couple of other collections that are going to be super busy. Our most recent Nature's Garden collection, it is, of course, the Woodland Animals. You get so much in here. Don't forget, you're getting a 12 by 12 paper pad, vellum pad, and cardstock pad in here as well, and you're getting the 6 by 6 paper pad. You're getting die cut toppers in here as well, which you haven't seen on previous collections. Loads of stamps and dies, loads of stamps, lots of gorgeous dies in here as well, including an embossing folder too. £104 becomes $83.20 as a platinum member in the UK. $108 is your platinum price in the US, which is awesome. You're saving $81 as a platinum member, or £72.66 as a platinum member in the UK. Everyone's going to get free shipping and handling and free postage and packaging on that as well, which is fantastic. It is literally queue overload, this collection. You loved it at launch. It continues to be really, really busy now. So get your hands on it whilst we are able to bring you a really lovely sort of big collection of that. 107 elements total in there, which is awesome. Lots of you letting me know already your favourite things of the week. Nicole, her chickens laid their first eggs. How awesome. Les, I should imagine you'll be eating them, Nicole. I think it depends if you've got a male chicken in there, doesn't it? If there's no male chicken in there, you just get delicious fresh eggs. Leslie was able to go shopping yesterday for the first time since April. Whoop-de-whoop. Shadiah says she's been home for 2 weeks on staycation. She has watched every single show. Shirley, she received her craft room wheelie bag. That's been the highlight of her week. Susan says as well, best thing that happened this week, getting a new shelf for all my paper pads in the office. Keep letting me know the highlight of your week. Right, we're going to look next at the Sarah Signature Rose Garden complete collection that you've got just here. Again, an awesome chance to get yourself stocked up on the most recent Sarah Signature collection that we have here. It really is beautiful, this one, and it incorporates vellum pads in both the 12 by 12 and the 6 by 6, paper pads in both sizes. You've got flower forming foam, stamens, a wax seal kit in here as well, and you've got MDF items too. You've got some gorgeous frames in here in MDF. You've got loads of metal dies. You've got 9 metal dies, in fact, in here. You've got gorgeous stamps in there as well. It's a beautiful, beautiful collection. £155 if you're in the UK. You can get it for £124 as a platinum member. $208 in the US becomes $166.40 if you are a platinum member. Remember also, again, you will get free shipping and handling and free postage and packaging on that one as well. Now, it's taken me hours to decorate this Christmas tree. Do you think I did a good job? I'm joking, of course. What we're talking about, though, is this. It is the 2020 Crafter's Companion Charity Christmas Ornament. It's so detailed and intricate. I can't wait for you to get it home. In the top of here, you've got cardstock, you've got a pair of scissors, you've got a glue gun, a little cotton reel, a little pen in here, and you've got it in the iconic purple, and it is that little Christmas stocking that you've got. It is a charity. It is, of course, going to charity, so all profits from the sale of these will be going to the Bradley Lowry Foundation, which is a really, really good, worthy cause here in the northeast of England that looks and works with children, which is a really, really awesome cause. So you're going to get something beautiful, and you're going to do something beautiful for a great cause as well. $5.99 or $8.99, any two of these for £10, or $15, I think you need to grab one of these as well. And what they do, the Bradley Lowery Foundation, is they support families who are fundraising for treatment for their children. So it's a really, really worthy cause. We've been doing a lot of work with the Bradley Lowery Foundation here at Crafters Companion as well. So they are our charitable cause for this year's ornament or stocking, or it's not quite a bauble, is it? It's nearly a bauble, but not quite. So definitely grab those. It's really, really great. And as I said, all those profits going to the Lowery, the Bradley Lowery Foundation. Right, I'm going to quickly go back to the Lee Holland. I'm going to whiz you through because I know Delicate Debbie is desperate to do a demonstration on these. Remember what you've got in here. You've got If Friends Were a Flower. If you were a flower, what flower would you be, Debbie?
Oh, you always ask me these like head-scratching questions, Joe.
I know, I like putting you on the spot, that's why.
No, I think, do you know, I'd like to say a rose.
A rose, I think
classic and elegant.
Yeah, I think you'd be a classic red rose. No, you'd be a purple rose, of course you would. What am I
Definitely be a purple rose,
I think I'd be a bird of paradise. I think that's what I would be. If friends were flowers, I don't know why I thought that. My favourite flower is a lily, but I'm not demure enough to be a lily. This one says you are my. This one is you are my sunshine. Remember, you're getting that focal element, and then you're getting the sentiments around there as well, which is brilliant. You've got With Love, which is that one there. I like this one because you could definitely grunge this one up a little bit, the With Love one. This is Hello You. It's great. Can I just show you the card that I've got just here that's been done with that? How beautiful is that? Look, and it's floating that balloon on a little piece of chicken wire or something. Isn't that awesome? Really, really lovely. Then you've also got From Me to You with that gorgeous cake. And last but by no means least, you've got Thank You as well. £36 in the UK, $50 if you're in the US. Platinum members in the US can get this for $40, which is absolutely awesome. These are super cute, Debbie. It's the first time you got your hands on these.
Do you know, literally only over the last couple of days, because I've been crying out to get them. And my wish was commanded. Is that the right way to say it, Joe? I love these. That cute element factor of all of these stamps. Lee Holland is an amazing, talented artist. He really is. These are super cute. But do you know what's a wonderful thing about a stamp is that you can colour them in whatever colouring medium you want to choose. Whether it be our tri-blend brush markers, whether it be our tri-blends, our Spectrum Noir Classiques. Then we could move on to things like watercolouring as well. You could do things like that with it, Joe. Some of these cards are absolutely exquisite, and we talk about watercolour like your aqua pens or your aqua pencils, your aqua blend pencils. You could do things like that. You could do stamping techniques by using your pens, rubbing them over the stamp and then stamp, which is what this one's been done with. Absolutely beautiful. And then keeping it, look at that, I love that. That one really struck me, that one, Michelle, one of our design team members, and I just love that lovely old age feel to it. But the whole point of these stamps is that you can colour them however you want to colour them. They're so easy to use, so super easy to stamp. Photo polymer stamps as well, which is the top end of stamps, let me tell you. Absolutely glorious, and really a lovely, mindful way of a craft by colouring. And I love colouring. I know you've been enjoying it quite recently, haven't you, Joe?
Yeah, I've been doing some colouring, and the tri-blends are absolutely awesome for that. Is that board I can see over there? Is that gorgeous design board? Tell us about that, because it's so busy already on that, Debbie. Well, it's the first time I've had my hands on it today, so I'm really excited. It's the rotating design board, which means it goes the whole way around. It means when you come to colouring, you've often seen me when I colour and demonstrate, I start moving my cardstock around where I'm colouring to get into my images. I did it the other day when I was on the Colour Me Happy show. I wish I'd have known about this board, Joe, let me tell you, because you simply clip your project underneath, whatever it is you're doing, whatever it is you're designing. It doesn't necessarily have to be for colouring. However, this board is perfect for all your arty projects. And look now, Joe, I'm not having to fiddle around with on glass mat anymore. I've got it ready to go on my rotating board. Fabulous.
I'm definitely getting one of these. I am so getting one of these. Right, shall we do a bit of colouring?
Yes, please.
Shall we use our tri-blend brush mark pens?
I think so. I was going to say absolutely not, just to throw you then and see what you said, but yes, we are going to use
You've been like it all day with me, Joe. You're like it all day with me. But yeah, these tri-blend brush pens are exquisite. So if you're familiar with Spectrum Noir, and you're familiar with our schedules, our Colour Me Happy shows and things like that, you'll know that these have been out now for, I want to say about 8 weeks or so, Joe, maybe a little bit longer.
I think it was the HSN Craft Day before last they were launched, yeah. So
Thank you very much.
It was about 8 weeks ago, and there's been 2 full Colour Me Happy shows on them, I believe. So
yes, and they are beautiful. Yeah, look back on them anytime because you'll get a proper full-on tuition. We're on Second Chance Sunday, so we can only touch on these items because we've got so much to cram into the show. But these Tri-Blend brush pens are the same as our Tri-Blend pens, where you've got that 3-in-1 pen blend family colour. So this one I'm going to be using to colour in this absolutely beautiful dragon, and I've already stamped him out. Let me just move that down there. I've got him already stamped. I could sit here and tell you that I've you know, we could do all the stamping, but I thought, well, let's get straight into this. All you just need to remember is whatever colouring medium you're using, make sure you choose the right ink pad. So if you're using a water-based marker, or you know, your sparkle pens or anything like that, you'll need the waterproof one. Because I'm colouring in with our alcohol pens, it's the alcohol proof dye. And again, just stamp that on, pop it onto your board, get your pen ready. I'm just going to show you, if it's the first time you've been you know, tuning into us, this is how your Tri-Blend brush marker will look. So you have your light tone, and I'm going to turn it this way so you can see them. You've got the light tone, the medium tone, the dark one, and it really is simple, but it's simplified, Joe, so that it means now you can get that perfect seamless blend each and every single time. So let's pop that down there for a second. I'm just going to go straight on there, and I'm taking the lightest colour for this one, Joe, and look at this. Oh, I'm in heaven. This is why I'm getting one of these boards, Joe. I joked to you, didn't I, earlier, that I was going to go and buy one while we were on air, but I think I will be professional and I'll leave it till the end, just to make sure. But a producer, Erin, if you're listening... you could just
slip that one in your boot when no one's watching.
Well, that's what I was just about to say. But I'm just going to give our producer, Erin, a little warning. Please tell me if we're about to sell out on these, because well, I will definitely be getting one while we're on air.
It is very busy, Debbie, so I wouldn't like to say that they're not going to sell out at this rate. Do you want some dragon facts?
Go on then.
A dragon is a large serpentine legendary creature that appears in the folklore of many cultures around the world. Beliefs about dragons vary considerably through regions, but dragons in Western cultures since the High Middle Ages have often been depicted as winged, horned, four-legged and capable of breathing fire. Dragons in Eastern cultures are usually depicted as wingless, four-legged serpentine creatures with above average intelligence.
Oh,
there you are.
Fancy that, Joe.
And they've been around for a long, long time. The earliest attested reports of draconic creatures resemble giant snakes. Where's the history? Yeah.
Really? Well, I didn't know that, Joe.
There you are.
You learned something new.
Every day's a school day here at Crafters TV.
Exactly, I was just about to say the same. Now, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I've gone on with my light colour, and now I've taken the dark one, going straight in there, and you're probably thinking, don't look very blendable at the moment, but please believe me when I say that these pens make it so easy. I'm going to go in with the medium tone now, and then we're going to start blending over. And little circular motions probably are the best way, but the beautiful thing about these brush markers that are different from our Tri-Blends is this lovely brush, this Japanese nib brush, which means that when you're laying down your colour, Joe, you can lay it down quite easily. Let's give that a little bit of a feature there. Go a little bit up his nose, a little bit round his mouth. But honestly, I absolutely adore these. And then I'm going to go back in with that lighter one as well. So take that back in, go back in there.
Beautiful. I think when you go in with the first bit of dark, it can often look like... When Sarah did it the other day, I thought, oh no, what's she done now?
Bless you. Did you think she'd gone mad?
I did, yeah. And then she finished it and it looked fabulous. So I just need to bite my tongue.
Oh, I love it. You thought she'd gone mad. But honestly, yeah, they make colouring so easy. And the fact that you've got all of those tones in there straight away, you don't have to go looking for them, you know. Plus, as well, they're also going to complement the things like the Tri-Blends too. If you think about it, Joe, they're going to complement them too. So let me just go in again, and I'm thinking about light and dimension and shading and where that would be. Let's go underneath his wings, take a little bit under there, and then we're going to go down his leg as well, across his bum. Well, that's not really his bum bit, is it, just yet? But you know what I mean.
He's got a spike. What do you think the spikes are called down their back? That's what I was wondering.
Oh, do you know what? I don't know that.
Do you know what? Maybe I can find out the anatomy of a dragon in my on my search for facts, Debbie. Hold the line. I'll be back with you in just a second.
No problem. I'll just carry on colouring. But that means, Joe, you've dropped me right in it. I've got to colour and talk now at the same time. And you know I don't do things like that. I don't do things like that. We do. We like to go into that Sarah's colouring coma, as we call it. And it really is a colouring coma. When you get going, it literally, you can get lost in colouring.
I'm not having much luck. There's a lot of information about dragons online, it seems, Debbie.
There is?
Yep, I can't find the information I need. because we don't know the name, it means we can make the name up ourselves.
Yes, we can.
I do this with stuff all the time. If I don't know what it is, I just pretend. I just make it up. So what are we going to call them? Let's call them... Should we call them dragon tusks? There you go. I know they're on their back and they're not coming out their face, but I don't think it matters. That's fine. He's got horns, this dragon, isn't he? He
has got horns. Got beautiful little horns. I just think he's so cute. Like I said, Lee is very talented, isn't he? I hope to goodness that this is not the first line and the last line. I hope we're going to have lots more of him.
Have you seen the picture that he did for Sarah?
No.
With the dragons from that show that she's on, all sat together. And he's done them all as actual dragons. And like Tuka's there with his big glasses on. And yeah, you can see that who they are. And they're all sat on chairs with big piles of money in front of them.
No, I must have missed that, Joe. I must have missed that one.
Go back to the Colour Me Happy show we did on Friday before with these, and you'll be able to see it there. Also saying that there is as well, I know we don't have as much time as we'd like for a lot of these products in this show, Debbie, but on the Lee Holland ones, you can go back and watch the whole 2-hour show that I did with Sarah. Now, I'm hearing chatter in the gallery. What do we think they're called? Reptilian spikes. Tusk sounds much better, don't you think?
Yeah, tusk sounds a lot better than that.
Oh, you got what now, Laura? You get a cream for that. She's got Phagomysia, apparently. Phagomysia. You get an ointment for that, love. Pop on there. I've started saying, right, do you think it's rude, right? In Manchester, everyone calls each other love, right? And someone holds the door, thanks, love.
Yeah.
And that's what they say. It's just the thing they say. But down south, it's a bit patronising, love, you know.
Is it?
You wouldn't say it. Yeah, it's a bit patronising. In London, you wouldn't say cheers, love, to a female. No, it's a bit...
Would you not?
No, I think it's a bit patronising. But in the north, it's very, very, very popular. So now I'm having this turmoil about whether I call people love or not, Debbie. So if I do call you love, it's from a place of love. I'm not trying to be patronising.
From a place of love, exactly. Yeah. You never patronise anyone, Joe, at all. Right, now then, I'm just thinking sure I've got all of him coloured. Oh, he's so, I love him. I just think all of these, I wouldn't know which one to choose. Well, you don't have to choose, do you, Joe? You don't
have to choose. You get a lot, Debbie, for £36.
Even better.
£36. Club Inspired Platinum members, you get, what, £7.20 off of that price as well. So a steal if you're in the club.
Absolutely. Now, I'm just thinking I could end up colouring all of this in, but I know we've got a heck of a lot we want to cover on the show. So I'll probably just do this little bit, Joe, and then I'll show you my finished one that I did. So let's just pop that down there. But again, these pens are absolutely beautiful. So again, this time I've taken the pink violet for this. Oh, I'm going indifferent with this one. I'm going for a pink violet sort of look. But again, you're going to be able to get that beautiful blend every single time. I do love this board, Joe. This board is absolutely fabulous. Is that right? Yeah. What did you say earlier about? You said fabulous all the time, didn't you?
Fabulous. Gorgeous. Super gorgeous. Super gorgeous. Super cute as well as one, or just cute. Everything's cute. But these genuinely are cute.
They are,
by definition, they are very, very cute.
Absolutely.
And I think the thing is they're going to work on lots of... I love that they've been put together almost with occasions in mind, Debbie. Because it is lovely to colour just for the sake of colouring, isn't it? It's beautiful, just to sit down, have a bit of mindfulness. I like to turn everything off when I'm concentrating, Debbie. Not the lights, obviously, when you're colouring, because you won't be able to see what you're doing.
Well, no, not when you're colouring, Joe. Not when you're colouring.
But I do like to turn all noises off, Debbie. I don't like having the radio on or the TV or music or anything like that. I like absolute silence, and I love absolute silence when I get home as well, you know, at the end of a day at work. I sit in absolute silence for a good half an hour when I get in.
Do you
My
really?
friends say I'm a bit strange for that, yeah. But yeah, get your colouring out, get your stamps out, you know, sit down and do some colouring. But the thing is, once you have coloured these up, they're going to work so well on different projects, aren't they? Whether that is little scrapbooking projects, maybe you're going to do some little postcards or some tags or birthday cards, whatever it is that you're working on at the moment, I think you'll find a use for them.
Absolutely. Now, you could carry on colouring them in. I'm just going to pour them there because I'm going to bring in the finished sample that you've done. But once you've coloured them in, this is the kind of look that you can achieve. And just by using different things, I mean, this is one of our nested? What's the nested? A nested dye.
Nested.
And look, when you fill it in, and when all the alcohol is blended with the rest, look at the seamless colouring that you get. It really is beautiful. I'm going to go right in close there. Let's see if I can go. I should have done that, shouldn't I? I should have popped it there. I should have trusted our trusty cameramen and ladies in there. Absolutely gorgeous. These are beautiful stamps. Beautiful stamps. Beautiful pens as well.
Really, really gorgeous. Right, getting very busy. So let's start with the Lee Holland Acute Dragons that you've got here. Let me take you through exactly what you're getting. You are getting, if friends were flowers, I'd pick you, Debbie. Oh, isn't that nice? Well, no, I wouldn't know because you'd die then, so I probably wouldn't pick you.
Exactly.
You are my sun. I'd pop you straight in water though, don't you worry about that. You're my sunshine. I've got a With Love. You've got Hello You. We've also got From Me to You in here as well. And you've got Thank You. And remember what you're getting. You're getting that lovely focal image and you're getting then the sentiments around that as well. Let me just share this card with you one more time because I just thought it was absolutely stunning that. Who's done this one? I don't think it's got a name on it,
Has it no name on?
No, I like to give them a little shout out when it's particularly fabulous. But no name on that one. Oh, hang on. No, Cheryl Clayton. Sorry, Cheryl.
Oh, Cheryl's so talented.
She really is. I just think that's such an awesome project that she's done there. And also Hillary, who's done this one? Lucinda did this one for us as well, which is also absolutely gorgeous. Really, really lovely. He's got a butterfly on his bum. Oh yeah, so yeah, it's holding up his tail. Right, that is our Lee Holland stamps. Let me share with you the Spectrum Noir, because this is them now. It is our tri-blend brush pens. What I love about this collection is that $71.99 or $107.95 is getting you a whole collection. Now there are 24 pieces in here. However, each pen has got, each piece is 3 pens. So you're getting 72 markers in total in here. Now what you've got in each one of these is you've got that beautiful Japanese brush nib, as Debbie was telling us about there. What you've also got is the 3 colours from the same family. So this one here is the light green blend. And in here you've got the lightest shade, which is this one here. You'll also have that mid shade in there. And then you've got that dark shade in there too. And it means that you will get that seamless blend, that beautiful ombre through the different colours. You'll get amazing depth and dimension and definition on all of your colouring projects. Let me show you exactly how that works when it comes to the colours. Here's all the colours that you're getting. Now what you'll see on the the dark red blends, for instance, what you've got is DR1, DR4 and DR7. And when you come to colour that in, can you see how you've got that ombre from the darkest colour down into that lightest colour there as well? So you get that seamless blend. You've got your reds through to your oranges, your greens through to your blues in here, and then you're getting all of these colours as well. The gorgeous lilacs and purples through to those magentas, into the beautiful tans, and then down into the grey and the skin blends as well. Make sure you grab these. It's been very busy, and this is kind of, I know these have been on a lot of wish lists for Christmas this year. This is our Christmas stock that we've got loaded at the moment. It's been so exceptionally busy since we launched this deal. I think it was about 10 days ago now. We got those fully back in stock. If you want to dip your toe in as well, over on the website, you'll find the 3 packs of our tri-blend brush pens as well. So if you just want to try them, absolutely you can. Pop yourself over to the website to find those. Now, this is a revelation, and it has been since we launched it. It is from the lovely Tiffany, and it is our rotating design board that we are talking about. It is awesome. For your colouring, it is brilliant. It is also awesome for composition. It's great for scrapbooks. It's wonderful. Do you know what it's great for as well, Debbie? You know the lovely Lizzie puts her Gemini on a Lazy Susan, doesn't she?
Yes, yeah.
You could actually put that on here on your rotating design board and actually spin your Gemini around if you wanted to. You know, so if you sat down, it means you could feed the plates in one end, spin it round and take the plates out of the back end, so you haven't got to get up and take it from behind. There's loads of different options. If you are a cake decorator and you want to pop your cake on here and have this spinning around, absolutely you can. It's really awesome. The other thing that Tiffany pointed out as well is that the base is also the same size as the top. With a lot of things, what you end up is you end a big top on here, but then the base is only little and round, and that means if you've got a lot of weight on it, or if you're leaning on it on one side, it will always just topple over, whereas this doesn't, because it's exactly the same. The base is the same size as the top. It's awesome. If you haven't got one, you should get one. £15.99 or £19.99 if you want to get your hands on that one. Now we've also got the Nina. It is of course the cardstock of choice when it comes to our alcohol markers. It's awesome. Get 3 of these for £10 or $14, which is absolutely fantastic. Right, I must recap as well the embossing folders, because I know Debbie, she's like a coiled spring over there, ready to explode into embossing folder action. I can sense it. Let me take you through what you're going to get. It is one of our most recent launches when it comes to our embossing folders. They are 3D embossing folders as well. I'll get Debbie to take us through exactly what that means in a few minutes. You've got the Gossamer Lace in here. You also have the Lavish Leopard, which is that one there. It's like a snow leopard almost, isn't it? It's gorgeous. This one here is your vintage scroll, which is beautiful. It looks very antique-y, that one. This one here is your Peony Bouquet, as you can see, absolutely gorgeous. This one is your Climbing Ivy. And this one is your Grande Schmetterling, your big butterfly as well. So you're going to get all of those for that price there. £32 to get all of them, I think, is great for 6 embossing folders. $46 if you are in the US. So a great price on these. Lots of you chatting away still in the comments with me. We talked about, didn't we? What was great about people's wigs. Where did I get to with those? One of the best things this week has been getting my yellow birthday bag I won. Also had good news on a test for my health. It says Diane. Great news, Diane. Leslie, she said, sent her uncle a caramel cake for its 81st birthday. Or a caramel cake. I don't think I know what a caramel cake is. Unless it's like a caramel flavoured sponge with caramel inside. I mean, it sounds blooming delicious, I'm not going to lie. Anne-Louise says, the best thing about this week, integrating our 3 baby Polish chickens with our 6 other larger chickens to complete our little backyard chicken farm. Oh, I bet you get lots of nice eggs. Lots of great eggs. Monkey Head Bonkers. I don't think that's her, don't think that's your christened name somehow. Monkey Head Bonkers. Mrs. Bonkers here, Monkey Head, says, best thing about this week, my Crafts Companion birthday orders all shipped. Woo, woo, woo. Kathy says, can't wait to get the Woodland collection. Coletta is waiting on her first character garden collection, the Dragon Stamps and the 3D folders. And Miss Jack says, the best thing about this week, of course, is catching up on Crafters TV all weekend. Stephanie seems to think that I'm more of a sunflower than a bird of paradise as well. She says I have a sunny disposition apparently as well, and they're very masculine, sunflowers, as we all know. Right, Debbie, these embossing folders, these are gorgeous, aren't they? They are. I love embossing folders. Probably one of my favourite kind of products ever because of what they do to a piece of cardstock just by popping your inks onto there, any of your colouring mediums, a bit of black card, your gilding waxes, any of your coloured inks. Honestly, there's so much you can do with them. Take it plainly straight onto a piece of cardstock like mirror cardstock and you can create something really beautiful. Now this one here is used as a background focal with a stamp, and look how stunning that looks with the inks. The butterfly one, look how gorgeous that is. That is beautiful, that one. Absolutely gorgeous. And this is what I mean about taking inks to these and then adding your sentiments, keeping them really nice and simple, white on white, but you can see that beautiful 3D embossing feature. Get the right way around, Debs. But again, all of these designs are really
they're really something else, aren't they, Joe? They are absolutely fabulous.
Something else, aren't they?
Something else, Joe. There's something else. Now, these do the same embossing folders, but just by applying either a light ink or a dark ink, you can create 2 different styles of cards. Keep it nice and plain as well. And if you keep it nice and plain, you've got some... Oh, me and me upside down cards today. There we go. You can see now that beautiful 3D embossing. And again, the butterfly is beautiful. The florals are gorgeous. Absolutely every single one of them. Beautiful. They are fabulous, Joe. I'm going to use that word, fabulous, and they're fabulous to work with too. Now I'm going to do a little letterpress technique, if I may. And there's a couple of ways you can do it. Now 3D embossing folder is I'm saying made of a thicker plastic, but that's probably not the right word. It's just a bit deeper than an ordinary standard one, and that's because of that extra depth and dimension, that extra sculpturing that we go to when we're talking levels of 3D features, because it's got 3 levels of embossing, so that's why we call it a 3D folder. Now, really, really lovely to use, and again, 2 different sides. And this letterpress technique will work both sides, which is why I'm going to do it on both sides to show you the 2 different results that you'll get. Now, I've taken a piece of stamping card. I've just cut this down to size. This is 5x7 in size. Little top tip, if you want it to fit in your 5x7, take 1/4 inch off either side. So instead of this being 5x7, this is 6 3/4 by 4 3/4, and it just fits neatly inside there. If you're going to do the letterpress technique, there's a couple of ways you can do it, and any ink pad. I'm using our water reactive ones, but you can use any ink pad. I'm going to use the crushed velvet, and there's a couple of ways that you can do it as well. You'll get different results. So you can take a brayer and brayer into there, or you could take it straight over and go onto that as well, if that makes sense, Joe. But I'm going to line my brayer up. Now I've taken my brayer and I'm just lining the ink over, and then I'm just going to run that through my folder, and you can see straight away where that ink is going, because you can see it's picked it up pretty quickly, but I'm just going to try and make sure I've covered the whole of that area. There we are.
Awesome. And could you just squidge it on if you wanted to, Debbie, or are you going for a different technique with the brayer?
A squidge on? You mean like a swipe up? Yeah, this is the quick and easy way of doing it. You can pop that on. The difference there is that you might miss some areas, whereas a brayer will give you a more even finish.
Awesome.
But yeah, there's no right or wrong way. It depends on the look that you're going for. Now you'll be able to see now, look at the difference between the 2 and what that's actually picking up. So again, just look how fabulous that looks. Again, really beautiful. And you'll see why you get 2 different results. Because of the deboss and the emboss side, you'll get a different look. I think I've got that all but covered. That'll do, Joe, that'll do. So again, put that on there. You're going to place your cardstock in. Now, when you place your cardstock in, make sure you get it in. Place that down.
You've inspired our Laura to get some wine with that ink pad colour.
With a nice wine. Now, when it comes to 3D, trust Laura. It's been a birthday. It's a birthday week. She's allowed.
It's a birthday month.
Birthday month, of course. That's what you do. That's what you do, and it's a birthday, and especially this year. Now, 3D embossing folder with a Gemini, regardless which Gemini you use, apart from the mini or the midi, it's completely different. Well, actually, if you were doing your midi, you'd just put that through now. Nothing, absolutely nothing else. But for a Gemini Junior or a Gemini, you need your cutting plate, a magnetic shim, and the plastic shim.
So just one cutting plate, is it?
Yes, one cutting plate. 1 magnetic shim, folder with your cardstock in the middle on the top, plastic shim on the top of that. That acts as the top plate. Instead of the other cutting plate, acts as a top plate. What you'll find is if you try to put it through like a 2D standard embossing folder.
What's a 2D standard sandwich?
2D standard sandwich is just 2 clear cutting plates.
Okay, cool.
Just 2 clear cutting plates. But I have had lots of people direct message me on Facebook asking me about them, telling me the results that they've had or not had. And it's down to finding what works for you and what works for your machine. There may be a slight change that you might need to make is by removing the magnetic shim and just using the plastic and the top cutting plate. But again, it's just a bit of trial and error, but that's the way we would normally tell you to do it. Oh, look at that. Look how gorgeous that looks on that side. Now, when we turn it over, the beautiful feature. And whenever you've used this inky technique, pop that into some soft soapy water. Is there such a thing as soft soapy water? What's a soft water?
What's a soft water?
Well, it's hard water where I live, but soft soapy water up here.
Isn't soft the more delicious water? Isn't soft taste nicer than hard?
I don't think that's what I meant. I think I meant to say warm soapy water. Warm soapy water. I knew I'd get there eventually. Warm soapy water.
People are moving just to wash their embossing folders to a softer water area this way.
Now, because at the moment you can see what it's done, the ink has picked on it's very hard to choose which one I actually like, to be fair, Jo, because I think both of these look absolutely beautiful. But what I'm going to do is this is the raise part, so that's the deboss part where the ink has gone into that into the pattern, whereas this has been raised, which is why you get this white. It's a bit too white for me at the minute, Jo, so I'm bringing in some of my favourite product, and it smells amazing, good enough to eat.
Don't eat it, just say
no, don't eat it, but it smells good. It smells good enough to eat. No, don't be eating it,
Don't
please.
eat it.
But I'm taking some silver gilding wax and I'm just going over the edges there. And again, I just think I love this effect. It's one of my favourites. I tell you what I love about embossing folders, Jo, and I get asked a lot, is what it does. It was a piece of white card a minute ago. Plain white card, but now look, ready to get onto a card, and I'll make one up very quickly so you can see the kind of effects that you can do and the kind of effects that you can achieve very, very simply.
Really,
so I'm going to go all over that, Jo.
Loads of people chatting away in the comments. Thanks for the course in dragons, says Chantal. Also, Stephanie says gorgeous cards you've made. Coletta, love that dragon that you made earlier as well, and I coloured it in. Apparently the spikes on the back of a dragon are called plates, apparently, which are typically rounded and thick on their back. Now we know. The balloon card is super cute. Someone's saying as well. Elizabeth saying she recently got that rotating design board. Would like a smaller one for colouring stamped images. Well, maybe drop Tiffany a line. I'm sure she would oblige. Beautiful embossing folder, says Teresa, and Teresa D'Amico saying as well. These folders are really beautiful. They are, and you know the great thing about these folders, I think, is that they are quite cost effective. They are what, £6.40 per embossing folder in the UK, there or thereabouts. So that is really, really good value when you think you're getting Crafter's Companion 3D embossing folders for that price. Really, really busy on these. You loved them when we launched them. You're absolutely loving them now as well. And you've got really nice designs. All the designs are very much of a theme, Debbie.
They are, yeah.
But they are all very different at the same time.
They are all every one of them are very different. Every single one gives you a different effect and a different look depending on what you use. This is one of my personal favourites. Butterfly.
Schmetterlings.
The Schmetterling, of course. Gotta love a Schmetterling, you have. Gotta love a Schmetterling. But you can carry on. I mean, I could carry on inking that up, Jo. But I'll show you. Shall I show you the finished card?
Yes, please.
Shall I show you? So when you've inked it all up, when you've chopped it down to size, that's when you can start to play by building up your card. And this is what you can achieve. So this one is just using it once on the background. And I'm just using texture cardstock and black cardstock with this one. And then I've just given it a half. So it started off life as a 5x7 card, and I chopped off. I'm quite into this at the minute. I don't ask me why, Jo, but just chopping off half of it.
The half.
Yeah. I love the style of it, and it means then you can start to add things like your stamps and your ribbons and all your gems.
You did well to line it back up as well, that embossing folder.
Well, you see. Use it twice, so cut it out twice, ink it up twice, do all your gilding wax to it, and then when you chop it, literally all you're going to do is place it on top and then line it up and know where to chop, if that makes sense. Did that make sense?
Not really.
Did it not?
Not really.
I wish I should have done this from the start and shown you exactly what I mean.
So when you're going to cut them, you lay them both on top of each other.
Lay them both on top of each other, decide where you're going to go with your cut, and then, yeah, absolutely, and you'll get pretty much laid on top. Absolutely. It's only slight. You can't really tell unless you lift it off a little bit that's just a little bit over, but it does look like it's a following pattern.
Yeah.
And again, really very, very, very easy to do. So easy to use, but you don't really need much else with an embossing folder, Jo.
Well, not when they're this detailed and this beautiful. Absolutely you don't. Let me share with you again what you're getting in this collection. So you will receive the Gossamer Lace. What's Gossamer? Is it like a sort of... This is obviously... Gossamer just here. I love if I ask any question ever in a show, I just get Laura's responses. Googling! It makes me so happy. But it means what, sorry? super fine, delicate material like a spider's web or a wedding veil. Right, so it must refer to this beautiful lace in the back of there. How awesome. Now we know. Let's add it to one of the words of the week. Erstwhile and gossamer. Lavish leopard. Let's see here. It's also like a
I love that
leopard.
one.
Look
love
at this
that
board. I think it's gorgeous. This was Sarah's favourite. You know, can I tell you something? I've got something really good. It's such good gossip. You know the leopard print we had on the craft bag? You know the purple leopard print we had?
Yeah.
I said to Leanne, just in passing, wouldn't this make a lovely wash bag in this colour? Have a guess what turned up this week?
No.
A Crafter's Companion purple leopard print wash bag with Crafter's Companion on the side of it.
How did you get that, Jo?
I don't know. She called someone that called someone that called someone, and the factory made one and sent it over.
Just the one, Jo. Just the one.
I think it's a one of a kind. It's a one of a kind. You need to bring chocolate in for Leanne. Honestly, Leanne is like, if you ever needed something. Sorry, Peony Bouquet, Climbing Ivy, and then also the Grande Butterfly. If you ever needed something like anything, right? I don't know, think of the most random thing that you could ever think of. Go to Leanne, because she is your woman. She can get absolutely anything, you know, Debbie. Anything. Right, Rose Garden is where we're going next in the Signature Collection. My, oh my, this was such a popular collection when we launched it, and it still continues to be popular now. So I'm going to take you through what you've got. This here is your stencil. Your die, and it's your Rambling Rose. You've then got this gorgeous die here, which is your Adorning Lace. You've then got your Climbing Rose. That is a gorgeous edgeable, that one. This one is Rose Corner, which is this one just here, which is beautiful. You've then got your Regal Frames in here as well. Then we're going to come onto the flower forming die. So you've got your traditional rose. You also have the filigree foliage here as well. Then you've got your fancy Florabunda. There's so much. I'm going to have to move these ones to the back so I can continue to show you them. You've then got Thinking of You, which is this one here. Then we go on to our stamps. We've got Happiness Blooms. Ravishing Rose is this one just here. Then we've got the Rose Trellis, which is that one just there. Oh, this is your Embossing Folder. It's your Grande Lace, which we love. And then you've got your wooden frame and corner as well. So that is those elements. I'm going to pop those back down here and get the rest out because, shut the front door. Shut the back garden door because there is so much more. We've then done another one. I loved it when we did this previously. We did this for the Garden of Love, I think it was. And we've done it now again for the Rose Garden. It's the Wax Seal Kit, which is absolutely awesome. This here is your stamens, which are fantastic. And then we've got the paper pads for you. So you've got a 6x6 paper pad with all of these gorgeous colours. And you've got the 6x6 vellum pad in here as well. Then you have got luxury cardstock, also absolutely gorgeous. And you've got as well your flower forming foam in here too. This is not all of it. There's even more to come because I need to show you the other two paper pads. You've got the 12x12 vellum pad. Now, you've got the 6x6 and the 12x12. The vellum pad has got the most beautiful opacity to it. And what I mean by that is it's kind of really nice and thick, but you can still see through it a little bit, which is really gorgeous. Lots of beautiful designs in here that are going to match perfectly the rest of that wider collection. You've got 12x12 here. You also, it's 150 GSM. You've got 24 sheets in there. This paper pad, it's Mahusive. You've got 48 sheets in here of this paper pad. It's a 180 GSM, so it's going to be awesome for your mats and layers and for adding, when you don't want to add too much weight to your card. It's beautiful for that. And again, it's unashamedly floral, which is absolutely brilliant. So there is your Rose Garden. £155 if you're in the UK. As a platinum member, that's going to become $124. If you are in the US, then $208 becomes $166 when you use your Club Inspire Platinum discount. what I would say as well is everyone here is going to get free shipping and handling and free postage and packaging as well, which is absolutely awesome. So make sure you grab that. Now, I've just realised my cards are up. So, oh no, I've done it again. I've stuck them on the wrong way around. Anyway, we'll just pretend. I'll just struggle through, don't worry. Yeah, so what I wanted to say is as well, remember, of course, you can use your Club Inspire discount across absolutely everything that we bring you here at Crafters TV. If you're new to us and you're not wholly sure about Club Inspire, then here is the boss to take you through all the details.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money-saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind the scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
What are you waiting for? Absolutely. Right, I want to run through something super adorable that we launched very recently. It is our most recent Nature's Garden collection, and it is the Woodland Friends that we're talking about. This is an opportunity for you to get your hands on the complete collection as well, which is awesome. £104 or $135 to get all of this. So details there on your screen. So firstly, you've got your foliage silhouette, which is that awesome one there. This one is your foliage border or foliage, depending on how posh you are. This one here is your happy birthday. You've also got with love. We then have Woodland Deer, or Woodland Deer is because of what it is. Now this is awesome. If you love the over the edge characters, this is kind of a little bit of an expansion on that, but you've also got loads and loads of stamps available as well. This one had sold out previously, so it's lovely that we've got that back in the collection. This one here is the Woodland Bunny. He is super, super adorable. This one here, the Flourishing Floral Frame, bit of a new concept for us this, because it makes something really, really awesome. But there's a lot of interchangeability with this. It's something you could definitely play around with. I would quite like to see 2 of these overlaid together, so then you'd have the floral element all the way around, which I think would look really, really lovely. We've then got Woodland Animals, which are these ones just here. I've then got Woodland Trio as well. These stamps are adorable. They really, really are. Something else that we've done for the first time as well with this collection is the 3D die cut toppers. They are toppers, but they also make wonderful stoppers as well. So if you like your easel cards and stuff, pop them on a foam pad. They're great. They're made of a cardstock, but they've almost got like a bit of a vellum sort of feeling to them. They're very, very shiny. Really, really lovely. So there is all of that. Right, I'm going to go through the paper elements now for you, okay? There is a lot. So there's the 6x6, which I'm just grabbing, which is that one there. I'm going to show you the 12x12 version of that. You get 3 12x12 pads in this collection, which is a Laura paper. So let me take you through this. This one here, 48 sheets in here, and it is beautiful designs. I love that it's got some backgrounds in here for you. Actually, I think some bits that could be fussy cut as well if you are into that, if that is your bag. But it's going to work beautifully. The colour tones are beautifully matched. I think that is really, really beautiful. And we've got some lovely animal designs in there as well. So you get that in a 6x6 and you get that in a 12x12 as well. So there is both of those. Then you've got the Vellum Pack. Now the Vellum Pack is awesome. I really love this. You've got 86 pieces in here because what you've actually got is not just the vellum, you've got these big toppers in the back of here, which is awesome. So you've got those, and then what you've got is then 24 sheets of this most beautiful vellum. Again, the packet, the patterns and the artwork is going to match up with the rest of the collection, which is beautiful. It's 150 GSM as well. My favourite one, I know we're not allowed favourites technically, but we shouldn't have favourites, but it's this one. Oh, look at this. I mean, how gorgeous is the foliage on that one? Is beautiful. And then finally as well, last but by no means least, we've done a textured card pad. Now this is not a paper pad, this is full on cardstock weight, which is awesome. It is double-sided for you as well. It's beautifully matched tonally with the rest of the collection. It was very busy, a lot of people adding an extra one of this into their basket as well at the moment. And the linen on here, it's like a linen-esque sort of finish to it. It is super fine on this one. It's like a really gorgeous lacy linen finish that you've got. You get all of that for £104 if you are here in the UK. If you are across in the US, $135 is your price. Club Inspired Platinum members would become $88.20 today, or $108. Everyone's going to get free shipping and handling and free postage and packaging as well. Now, Debbie, talking about cute, well, we had those cute Holland stamps at the start, but this is like cute overload as well, isn't it?
Is this such a word as a cuteness? This is the beautiful, absolutely gorgeous, these stamps. They are honestly, I always sound like a broken record when I say it, but one of my, I'm going to say the favourite Nature's Garden.
And that's
above the butterflies.
Shut the front door.
Exactly. It's one of those big, bold statements. And I actually said over the butterfly one as well.
Schmetterlings are shook, they are.
They are, but these, just look at them, Joe, they're absolutely glorious. There's just something lovely and cute and tranquil about these beautiful woodland animals. And everything about this collection works really, really beautiful. You mentioned earlier about that gorgeous, like, it's almost like a reef shape, but it's just so lovely. I would love to see that being put together as a double one. I might have to try that one on one demo. But look how gorgeous these are. Now, every single one of these, the owls are to die for. I love those owls. I know our Sarah did this. You've got that gorgeous fox there and the hedgehog, the mushrooms. You've got, look at it. Look at how gorgeous he is. On his own, absolutely fabulous. And again, everything about... I'm not having a good day with me upside down cards today, Joe. But just pop those the right way and then you can see how lovely they are. Even down to the features. This is just the embossing folder with the toppers at the back of the card. Absolutely gorgeous. And again, you could take these from your toppers, take them with your nesting dies, make yourself a little shaker card. What I did myself, and I did this because I launched these down at Create and Craft not so long ago with our Sarah, but I just literally stamped some and then just coloured them up, and now these are all ready. So you can see how fabulous these are. And don't forget, you've got some die elements in here to be able to cut that on the edge character to two of these as well. But look how beautiful they are. You can see where I got to, and watch. I coloured those three in. Then I ran out of time. But I've got these to do, and I will get that finished. That's something. But this is what you could do.
So you
could batch me
just for the love of it.
I love colouring, Joe. What can I say? Do you know, sometimes on a night, whether I'm at flat or at home, sometimes it's just nice to get your colouring out. I'm going to have to bring it back in. Joe, I'm having one of these. Can I just tell you? It's like one of those shut the front door moments when you gave me this today. And I wish I could say you gave it me to keep. However...
Well, I mean, there's another one over here. You know, there's one packaged over here. I could just slip it under here for you.
Do you think they'd notice? Do you think they'd notice if I shoved that in the handbag? They won't really notice. Tracy's not watching his shit.
She is.
I'm not going to get away with it. Then she frisks me every time I go out that door. Make sure pats me down, gives a good old pat down.
That doesn't sound COVID secure. She doesn't really pat her down. She's only joking. Yeah.
No.
Socially distant, she prods her with the end of a broom.
I'm was just going to say she got one of them body scanners where she can look through, but that were like X-ray vision. But then I'd be thinking, no, you don't want to see nothing X-ray vision. However, I'm definitely having one because I love colouring, and joking aside, these tri-blend brush markers are fast becoming my go-to brush, honestly, my go-to marker, because you can achieve some beautiful results. Now, the fox is just beautiful. You could colour him in your greys and have a lovely silver fox, but this burnt orange, and this one is from the tri-blend brush marker. You've got your burnt orange where you've got, again, that light, the medium and the dark tone. You can see how much I love mine because I've got ink all over mine, Joe. But honestly, it's so easy. And having this, look at this. I mean, come on. Do you know, I never even thought about it with my Gemini though, Joe. You've given me an idea now, because that means I've got to have it, because it's
no choice.
Exactly, it's a no-brainer in my eyes. But the brush means that you can lay down a lot of colour in a big surface area very, very quickly and very easily as well. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but I have got some what I call my blotting paper underneath, because I am using an alcohol marker and I am saturating quite a bit of that, and Debbie, being very clumsy, is going out of the lines, but time to get back to one.
Well, Sarah told us about a little hack the other week where she goes round the outside with like a very light grey, and just so you can't see where she's gone out the lines.
I do that.
Top tip there.
Do you know, I have been doing it. I always do it as well because it makes it pop off the page when you do that. I love these pens, just honestly, Joe, I don't know, I've got to stop talking about them. But literally, I do that. I know Craig does it as well, but I've been doing it for years, where it just finishes off and it makes them pop a little bit more as well. It makes them less harsh. However, if you have a blender pen, you can also use your blender pen. And you blend, because our lovely Leanne taught me a trick with the blender pen. Me thinking it was to use it for blending. Well, it's not. It's like an eraser pen. It's absolutely fab. I don't know if we sell the blender pens.
We're not in this range. We're doing the classic range.
Yeah, do they sell them singularly as well?
We do, yeah. You'll find them singularly on the website. You can buy them in the classic range and then use them with any of our alcohol marker system. So they work across the board. A lot of people talking about this collection as well in the comments, Debbie. Yvonne says, I received my Woodland Friends collection last week. It is right in front of me. It is beyond amazing. I can't wait to work with it. Never knew what cardstock was until I got some from Crafter's Companion. And Laura says as well, colouring is beautiful and I love that animal set. I bought the whole thing, which I don't usually do, anxiously awaiting its arrival. And Deborah asks as well, do the 3D embossing folders fit in the Gemini Junior, Debbie?
Yes, they do. Yes, awesome. Is that Deborah? Yes, they fit in the Gemini Junior, and also the 5x7 fits through our MIDI. Awesome. The MIDI, you will not need to use any plate combination whatsoever, because don't forget the MIDI has just got a folder and it's also got a plastic shim. The 3D folder just fits straight through the MIDI without having to do anything with it as well. So awesome. I hope that answered your question there for you. Is it Deborah?
Deborah.
Oh, fellow Deborah. Oh, very nice.
Are you a Deborah as well?
I was born a Deborah, yes.
Deborah?
We'll have less. That brings right back some childhood memories that I want to forget.
Deborah?
We'll not talk about it, Joe. We'll not talk about it.
Okay, fair enough. I'll move on. Because that's how Debbie always describes other Debbie. So I always thought Debbie, because we saw you're Debbie with a Y and Debbie with an IE. I thought Debbie with a Y was the most common spelling of Debbie, but it turns out Debbie with the IE is the most common spelling.
Yeah, and people often get me mixed up with that spelling as well. So no, it's Debbie with a Y. Debbie Fisher is Debbie IE. But yeah, Debbie IE is a one. I've got a friend who's called Debbie with an I. She's just got DBBI. I've got another friend called Debbie DEBI. So there's lots of different ways you can spell it. Absolutely there is. But Debbie with a Y is the way you spell mine.
And why not?
Why not? I have for a long time, Joe, from being a young child. Just something that I prefer to be called and prefer to be known by. And there's only one person that still doesn't, and that's my dad.
Doesn't call you Debbie?
No. Well, he'll call me Deborah a lot, and that's usually my Auntie Jean, bless her, God rest her soul. I mentioned her twice today. But yeah, she used to call me Deborah all the time. She used to wind me up something chronic with it. I said, Auntie Jean, Debbie.
My name's Joseph, actually, and I actually much prefer Joseph now. But the problem was I changed it to Joe. I just wanted to be known as Joe when I got to like teens, or even in primary school. It's because my dad is also called Joseph as well, but he was called Joe, and I just wanted to be like my dad. Do you know what I mean? So I wanted people to call me Joe. And now I wish I had kept it as Joseph. So there you are. Call me what you want.
Call you what you want. Are you sure about that, Joe? Maybe not.
Maybe not. Nita says, I've got the Woodland Friends kit. It is amazing.
It's gorgeous,
so
isn't
much
it?
you can do with it. There really is a lot you can do with it. I love the fact that we've got those little toppers in there as well for the first time, Debbie. Those little cardboard toppers. I think they are super adorable.
They are ingenious.
Things like stoppers and wonderful on tags.
They are.
We're coming into prime tag season now, you know, Debbie.
It's I was going to say it's your season coming up, Joe.
Prime tag season. Yeah.
Prime tag season, absolutely.
I feel like I should go to the effort to make some tags this year, you know. I've never made tags before, but I'm thinking I could just, even if I just, you know, cut the tag shape and maybe even just stamped out something on there, don't you think? Maybe I could heat emboss something on them, Debbie, with a nice stamp. Who knows?
Oh,
we shall see.
Yeah.
Watch this space.
Watch this space, definitely.
That fox is looking gorgeous. Do you get grey foxes? I know we talked about silver fox. A silver fox for someone, I'm not sure if it's the same in the Erin, is it the same in the US? The term silver fox is like a, you know, a very handsome gentleman who is older, a bit older.
Did you say stud, Erin, then? Did you?
Erin says stud. I mean,
stud. I love how she said it. Stud. It reminded me of Grease. I was listening to Grease Lightning earlier on, coming up and him talking about, look at me. I was doing it in car. Like driving up. But yeah, it was a mega mix of all the Grease and she says stirred, just like Erin did.
Yeah.
Stirred. I love that.
So it does mean the same, but I wonder if there is a silver fox, like it is actually a thing. Who knows? Let me know in the comments.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, you're going to colour these all in, Joe, and when you've coloured them all in, get your little fussy scissors, and I'm going to save that because I'm going to use that for another time. But there's lots of other images as well. So I've got myself a little fox there, got myself a little hedgehog, and little cute mouse. Absolutely beautiful. I've given myself one of our Sarah's favourite cards. I love these. The papers in here are absolutely exquisite as well. And I'm going to do a Z fold card because there is also... I'll not die cut it through, but Debbie, look at me. I keep putting things down and getting I'm like this at home, exactly like this at home. But there's a beautiful see, I can't say that word, so I call it foliage only because it's easy off my mouth. I can remember it every single time. It just rolls off my tongue.
Foliage.
I can't say that word. And you can try and tell me 1,000 times, Joe, and I just can't get it in the head. I think I've remembered it. I think I've retained it, and then it's gone. So, foliage.
Just call it foliage. You'll never forget, and you'll always think of me.
It will always be foliage to me because I end up making myself look like a prize numpty when I try to say it live on air. So that's why I just say... It's like me
trying to say Aurora Borealis. I can say it, I just say it very, very slowly. I'm worried. Do you know why I say it so slowly, Debbie? I'm worried I'm going to do a swear one day, so I have to say it very, very slowly. I don't know what it would be, but I've just got this irrational fear that I'm going to say something awful instead of Aurora Borealis.
Now, all I've done for my fold back here, Joe, you've seen us do a double Z fold card, but all I'm going to do is run this edgeable along here and then repeat it along the other side as well, so that when it comes out of the Gemini, and don't forget this die will go through any machine, whether it be manual or not, there you go, you've got that running theme all the way along there, and that's going to act as my little area for my beautiful cute woodland characters to sit. Now the fold back there, the longer part is going to sit there and the shorter part is going to sit on here, so I'm just going to use my tape pen and I'm going to use it directly onto the card there. There's a lot of giggling going off in there, isn't there? Have you heard them, Joe?
Oh, they're having a lovely time in there,
aren't they?
Yeah, they're just going through all the words that they're surprised that I have the confidence to say, seeing as I struggle so much with Aurora Borealis. So, yes, lots of different words that are maybe a bit near the knuckle. Shed loads of words, apparently.
Now look how gorgeous that looks running along there, and then also I'm going to do, but do you know what, I think I might put, I think I'm just going to stick them on with my 3D collage glue.
Chunky glue.
My chunky glue. Oh Debbie, I've nearly run out of it. I forgot to fill it up. Never mind, it'll be fine. I'm going to have to have him sat right proud at the very front though. He's just absolutely beautiful. I'll have my little hedgehog just here on this end, and then I've got my little mouse. Where can I put my little mouse? Yeah,
we used to have lots of hedgehogs. I remember when I was a kid growing up, would always be in the garden. And I always remember the dog would end up finding one and then would be barking at it, and it would just be a little tight round up ball in the corner of the garden. And then you'd obviously take the dog away and then it would just run off.
Well, my Millie used to hate hedgehogs. She weren't a fan of them. My little fluff ball, she really didn't like them at all. So if I ever got an hedgehog in garden, I used to go out and try and save it, because I know full well Millie with this King Charles Cavalier who thought she were 10 ton. I think she thought they were Rocky of the dog world. I think is what she thought she were. But literally, honestly, Joe, so I used to go out and save them and make sure that they were nice and safe. But look how cute. Can you see why I love this collection so much? It's just beautiful, absolutely gorgeous, really lovely, cute, classic images. And there's something about this collection what makes me feel all nice and cuddly and warm and fuzzy inside. The beautiful autumnal colours, beautiful, absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, I think it resonates. It reminds all of us of our childhood somehow, doesn't it? You know, I think you've all got, you know, we all grow up, don't we, learning animals and stuff like that. It's something just a bit really cutesy about it. In fact, Debbie, it's so busy on this collection. Do you think we could go rogue and do one more demonstration?
If you give me a few minutes, Joe, yes.
All right, perfect, deal. Right, I want to come back and remind you of some other items on the show. The Tri-Blend brush pens. Every time we bring these to you in the show, they just continue to be really, really busy. They are, of course, the newest element of our Tri-Blend pens. We have the regular Tri-Blend pens with a bullet nib. They are absolutely still fantastic. These are the brush nibs. So it's a Japanese brush nib that you've got on here. Let me take you through exactly how they work. So what you've got here is you've got 24 pieces in the collection. That is the whole collection. And what you've got are 3 different pens in each one. So you have got that gorgeous brush nib. Now that's brilliant because it allows you to add the finest of details thanks to the fine tip, but also allows you to lay that colour down really quickly when you need to. You've got the lightest shade, then also in the same pen you then have the mid shade, finally as well you've got the darkest shade there as well. And what that enables you to do is blend seamlessly from one shade into the next, which is awesome. You're getting 24, and as I said, 24 is a whole collection of these, which is absolutely awesome. And these are the colours that you are going to get. So can you see on each one of these triangles, what you've got is the darkest tone, then coming down into the medium tone, into the lightest tone. You've got your reds, your oranges, your greens, into your blues and turquoises. You've then got the gorgeous purples here, along with those magentas, and into those browns, greys, and finally skin tones there as well. Really awesome collection. A brilliant deal as well. $71.99 or $107.95 to get your hands on those. Right, we need to go back to the rotating design board because it is so busy on this. If you want to go back and watch Tiffany talk about this, you can by going back to the week before, or no, was it last week's? It was last week's Craft House actually. Yes, so not yesterday's, the weeks before, and we did a totally Tiffany takeover, so you'll definitely be able to see it there. But what it does is basically, rather than, you know what it's like when you're doing, you're colouring something on the side, you're colouring, and then you pick it up and you have to move it, and you're colouring something again, you pick it up, you have to move it. You don't with this. All you do is use your hand to move the design board around. So it means that you can keep it in the same place. You can also clip that second piece of cardstock that you need underneath your colouring to go into the same place as well. You can put stuff on here, which is fabulous. We talked earlier about putting the Gemini on there and having that so it will spin around for you. Absolutely, you can do that. You could put another tray on it and put some, you know, you could really replicate the Chinese restaurant if you wanted, Debbie. Put a tray on here and have it all going around the middle. Pop your cheese board on there at Christmas. Don't get up for cheese. No, just give it a little swivel. That's all you need to do. $15.99 if you want to get your hands on this, or $19.99. We also are very busy on the Nina cardstock. It is an essential when it comes to your alcohol colouring. It is the perfect cardstock. It basically all comes down to what's called the tooth on the card, and Nina has a nice short tooth, and it means it allows you to blend and move those colours around. $3.99 or 3 for £10, $5.99 or 3 for $14 if you are in the UK. Right, I'm going to run back through the Nature's Garden again very quickly for you. So let me just grab that out of here. There is absolutely loads in this collection, so I want to share that with you. You've got, of course, this one here. This is your Nature's Garden foliage silhouette that we've got just here. You've then got your foliage border. You have got your happy birthday die in here. You have got the With Love die in here as well. You've got Woodland Deer, which is this one just here, which is that gorgeous sort of over the edge character with also all of those extra stamps in there and the dies to cut that out as well. Exactly the same in the bunny, which is this one here. We've then got the Flourishing Floral frame, which is that one there. Love this, bit of a different concept for us this. Love this big die that cuts that border out for you. You've then got the Woodland Animals, which are these beautiful stamps that we have here. You've also got Woodland Trio, which is this one just here. Then you've got those 3D die cut toppers as well, and these are awesome because these are something brand new and a little bit different for us. We then have the paper pad, so I'm going to take you through. Oh, you get a lot of paper in here, you know. You get the 6x6. 6x6, you have the same design. Hear me, Debbie?
Oh, have you gone quiet, Joe? Have you been fiddling over there in that corner? I'll tell you what, we'll move over to the demo and I'll show you with Woodland Woodland collection. Some of my favourite bits are the embossing folder. We've got a lovely embossing folder in here. I'm going to use this. We've also got those gorgeous toppers at the back of that paper pad as well. And I'm going to use that gorgeous foliage die again because I just think it's absolutely beautiful. So I've taken a piece of stamping card, and this is 5x7 because this is what our standard embossing folder is. I'm going to run that through. Now you could do the thing that I did earlier, do you know, the letterpress technique, and again just remembering that if you are using an embossing folder, just take 1/4 inch off and it fits in there absolutely beautifully. Now this is a standard folder, so I just need my 2 clear cutting plates, but in true Debbie fashion she puts them down and she can never remember where she's put them or remember where she thought she'd put them.
I think I am back in action.
Are you back in the building?
Yes, I'm just going to pause you for 1 second if that's all right. I'm just going to continue going through these papers. Sorry, cut off in my prime there, wasn't I? Let me just share with you. So you've also got the 6x6 and the 12x12, same designs. You've got 48 sheets in both of those. You've got nearly 100 sheets there in just the 6x6 and the 12x12. Then what you've got is the vellum, acetate, I was about to say, by the way. You've then got the toppers in here, really lovely die-cut cardboard toppers. And then what you've got in here is the vellum as well. Really beautiful designs here in this one. I absolutely love this one. I think it is super lush. Really, really gorgeous. And then finally as well, what we've got is we have then got the cardstock as well. So it is a card weight 230 GSM, 12x12, 36 pages here in this one, which is awesome. And it's got that lovely fine linen texture to it as well. You're getting all of that, Debbie, for £104 or $135. If you're a Club Inspire Platinum member, you can get it for $83.20 or $108. $108, sorry. Everyone will get free shipping and handling and free postage and packaging. Really nice size collection, this one. Quite a big nature's garden, isn't it, Debbie? It
is, and it's a really useful one as well. And it's going to cover lots of different occasions because it's such a cute collection of all these animals that it could be used at any time of the year, any occasion, whether it be an autumnal birthday. I'm in an autumn birthday because mine's in October, but it could cover any range of any year. Change up the colours and you can change it up again. Now, going back to that embossing folder, all I've done for our standard embossing folder is I've popped a piece of cardstock in the folder. It's the 2 clear cutting plates. If you were using this through your MIDI, it would be your plastic purple shim and the folder on top and run that through, and that's for a standard embossing folder. I hope that made sense then. Yes, I hope it did. When I say it out loud sometimes, Joe, I have to question myself that I've said it out properly and correct. Oh, this is beautiful. Now this is, it looks at the moment quite nice in white, but we're going to really bring it to life when we start to add our inks. And I've got our spring meadow, I've got grasshopper, and I've got pine tree. So I'm going to go around and have a mixture of all 3. So literally this now brings this to life, and I'm only going around that frame area area. You could fussy cut around all of there if you wanted and put a framed picture of your loved one behind there, and then add a couple of those little cute characters around, and I think that'd look really nice. You could actually make a lovely picture and frame it, Joe, a bit of home decor. I think that would look absolutely gorgeous using this as well. Not just the embossing folder, the whole collection. Now then, is that me? Yeah, that's the grasshopper. So I'm going to go over with a bit of grasshopper, building up a bit of colour, and it's just using the 3 green tones.
This is water reactive, is it, Debbie?
These are the water reactive, yeah. Nothing to stop you from using the quick dry or the pigment ink, and then you could do a bit of clear embossing powder over the top, or some of our lovely glitter clear embossing powder. If you've ever watched Leanne, she'll show you how, through plain glitter and mix a bit of, plain embossing powder and mix a bit of glitter through it. Looks absolutely fab. So I'm just going to pop, oh, Joe, just give me a second, I need to make sure
You'll
I put
find
that.
all the ink pads, by the way, over
right
on
ones
the
on
website.
top.
I think there's a 3 for 2 across some of the ink pads as well, across on the website. So definitely get over there and stock up. When it's 3 for 2 as well, you're saving a third, so it's a great chance to stock up on any ones that you may have missed. And then, a little bit of gilding wax is that. Which one you got there, Debbie?
This one is one of the golds, and this one is our king gold. So you need to check the website out. There's lots of different, there's 4 different golds and there's 1 silver on there. So you've got king gold, renaissance gold, empire gold and antique gold. This one is the king gold. Remember, once you've done that, I mean, look how much that's being brought to life.
Beautiful.
Take a cloth or an old sheet of well, I use do you know those kitchen cloths, Joe? That's what I carry around with my gilding waxes. A kitchen cloth, just
like
have it for my gilding wax. Microfiber cloth, yeah, and just buff it off. I know Jan uses a very old, bless. If you see Jan's old cloth, it looks almost as old as her.
Debbie, savage!
I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that. Jan, if you're watching,
Debbie just said, if you see Jan's raggedy old cloth that she carries around, it looks as though it's nearly as old as her.
I didn't mean it like that. Oh, I've got a terrible way of doing it. Jan, if you're watching,
I'm with Jan tomorrow, you wait.
Jan, I didn't mean it like that. She knows she's one of my best friends, bless her. I didn't mean that. I meant that Jan's of mature years, like myself, and the cloth is an old cloth that she's just... I'm so sorry. I promise you.
Debbie, that is a corker. I know you didn't mean anything horrible by it, but I mean the way it came out. You know, if it was presented in the law court of Leanne, you'd be doing time. You'd be going down for a long time. Jan, if you're watching, send us a picture of your cloth.
She needs to bring a cloth with her, and then you'll know what I mean. She uses I think it used to be a pillowcase, if I remember rightly. She's used it for such a long time. I've got water in my eyes because I didn't mean it like that. Jan knows how much I love her, and she knows that I didn't mean it like that. And anyway, I can talk because I'm not that far behind. I'm only about a year or 2 behind. So I didn't mean it like that at all. Oh, dear God, dear God.
Oh, honestly. Jan's just typing, actually.
No, she's
not. She's not.
Oh, dear. Now, back to business, Joe.
Okay, back to business.
Oh dear, that has made me chuckle. I think I might have to ring her after the show just to apologise in case you weren't watching. But frame it onto some of the textured cardstock. Do we have some of that gorgeous woodland cardstock on the show today?
Yeah, it's in the textured pad. It's available separately or in the big collection.
Yeah, and this one is that textured cardstock, one of those colours, and I've just framed that onto there to finish that. I'll save that for another side because I did that twice because I'm going to do the inside of my card as well. But I'm also going to use this beautiful edgeable again, and again I'm just using some of that textured cardstock. I'll run this through though. Oh dear. I'll run this through.
I love that you're still giggling to yourself about that.
Only because I realised that I said it. I didn't mean that in the slightest bit whatsoever. Oh.
Susan says, I love that last card, Debbie. Yvonne is asking, the Woodland Friends collection is just adorable. Everyone needs it. My favourite, the colours are amazing. So make sure you get extra papers as well. And Yolanda saying how adorable the fox is. Anita saying just how versatile it is too. There's loads that you can do with it too. It really is amazing. It has been one of the one of the biggest Nature's Garden launches I can remember in a long time. Which is awesome. It's great for autumn. I think it's going to be wonderful for spring as well. But a lot of the elements I think you could definitely summer up as well, I'd say, Debbie, with different colours and textures.
Absolutely. Now that's all ready to go on my card, Joe. So I'm just going to bring in my card base because we've got the card base. Now I've actually done a little bit of decoration on the inside as well as the outside.
It's my favourite.
Is this your favourite paper?
Sheet in the paper pad.
You see, I must have urged you. I must have chosen.
And the vellum in that is just gorgeous as well.
The vellum is. Do you know what? I'm so glad we are bringing vellum paper pads into our collections now. I love vellum, always have done. It's absolutely beautiful.
And it smells really amazing, Debbie.
It does smell amazing. It absolutely does. It's got this beautiful smell to it. But what I'm just going to do, Joe, is I'm going to just lift that off. I've already added some gems onto this one. Now, you could tuck it around, but I am going to just lift it off with my 3D Collal glue. Pop that onto there. So I'm just going to lift that up a little bit. There we go. Pop that on. And then I'm going to add the, from that back of that paper pad, these beautiful, and they are absolutely gorgeous. Pop out, very similar to what we've just been doing with the Hunky Dory, Joe, is our popper pads. It pops out. Don't need any die cut or anything like that. You just take it out gently, and then I'm just going to pop that behind. And it fits around that frame beautiful. Absolutely beautifully. And then I'm going to lift this off as well with more of my, I just love my chunky glue. Honestly, you wouldn't believe how many of these I go through because I use it practically every single time I craft. But now you can see that onto there. Using that topper, again, the element there. And then inside, I'm just going to finish that off with a little thank you as well. So that's in the back of that cardstock as well. So let's just pop that in, and I've now got a little feature on the inside of my card as well on the outside. And apart from finishing it off, and I've lost my nuts, Joe, my little, do you know the little what do they call it? They are called nuts, aren't they? Acorns! Acorns! I've lost them. I don't know what I've done with them. I had them a minute ago.
I don't know.
Could you take me a couple of your nuts?
Debbie, you're on form today. You are on fire. I don't know what has happened. Lorraine says in the comments, Debbie, you're hilarious. Rose saying, oh, Debbie, what you like?
Oh, gosh, Joe, I meant, can you take a couple out of your paper pad, please?
Which paper pad are the nuts in?
Out of the pads at the back. You'll see a couple of the acorns. Could you please take me some out?
In the paper pad?
Yes,
no,
please.
In the vellum pad.
In the paper pad, the popper things at the back of the paper pads. Paper back of the 12 by 12.
popper things. In the vellum pad 12 by 12. These ones.
Yes, please. Yes, sorry, they're in the. Yes, sorry, the paper's got papers in.
Do you want the big?
The vellum's got the poppers in.
Do you want the big nut or the small nut?
Can I have two?
Two of the big ones or two of the small? One of the. Well, I've only got one of each.
I'll have one of each, please, Joe.
Okay, coming in.
I'm so sorry, it didn't mean to come out like that. Thank you very much, Joe. Thank you. Right, we are professional, Joe. We are professional.
Oh, we've done so well, isn't it? It's 26 minutes past 5. All day we've kept it together, Debbie.
Yes, we have. We've been really professional all day. And then right at the very end, is it true that nobody watches on Sunday?
Bosses don't watch on a Sunday. That's what I tell myself anyway, Debbie. I'm not sure it's the truth, but you know.
Right, so bringing in. Oh, I've managed to offend you and Jan in one fell swoop. But there you go, a beautiful card made from that most amazing collection of woodland cute characters. Can I just have a minute now, please,
You
Joe?
can have a minute, don't you? You think about what you've said, Debbie. If you want to go for this collection, then absolutely you can. It is an incredible deal. Remember what you're getting in here. You're getting that gorgeous embossing folder. You're getting the dies as well. 3 gorgeous dies in here with the foliage, the happy birthday and the with love. Stamps and dies as well. You're getting 3 sets of stamps and dies. You've got that floral frame, the woodland bunny and the woodland deer as well. You've then got 2 of the photopolymer stamp sets. You've got your woodland trio and your woodland animals. Then in here as well, you have got more paper pads, and you can shake a poke it all out. You've got your 6x6 paper pad. You've got your 3D die cut toppers, that 12x12 paper pad, the 12x12 vellum pad, and the 12 by 12 textured cardstock pad as well. There is absolutely loads in there. It is an awesome collection at an awesome price. Right, I want to share with you a couple of pictures that you guys have been sending in. Actually, we love it when you send your images into us. Heidi Petra has sent this one in for us. Look at that cute little hodgegg, Deb. Hodgegg? Oh. Hedgehog. I call it a hodgegg. A hodgegg. A hodgegg. Do you know what I was thinking of? Scotch egg, and then I said hedgehog, and it came out as hodgegg. It's a gorgeous little hodgegg that Heidi sent in. Love that. I think this deer is quite sassy, you know. I love it. It's very sassy.
Gorgeous.
So
absolutely beautiful.
Absolutely lovely, and going to have a load of fun colouring that up as well. Right, we're going to come back. We're going to look at the Lee Holland stamps. Before I do, though, Beth says, OMG, you are making me laugh so hard today. Mary Lee says she's laughing so hard she can't type, Debbie. And Dawn says, tears are rolling down my face. I am laughing so hard. I don't know what you found funny, guys, at home. Right, let me take you back through the Lee Holland stamps that we've got. Lee Holland, a fifth of the stock of these stamps has gone in this show as well, just to let you know. It's very busy on them. Lee Holland is a renowned illustrator from London. We're really lucky that he's chosen us to develop and release his first set of stamps as well, which is really exciting for us, and we're hoping it'll be the first range in a long line of ranges that Lee will bring to us. The illustration, the artwork on these is just so adorable. I love how much texture and definition there is. This one's got 3 horns, I've just realised. It's got 1 horn there, 1 horn there, and it's got 1 horn in the middle as well. This one is If Friends Were Flowers. You also have You Are My Sunshine, which I think is gorgeous, hiding under that flower there. This one here is With Love. This one's quite good. I think you can make this one a little bit grungy if you wanted to. You've also got Hello You. I need to show you that card again that's been made. It was by, who made this? Cheryl made this. Look at how awesome that is. It's on a little bit of chicken wire there, or floristry wire, and that is what it's been made from. I think that is a super fantastic idea. The next one we've got here as well is From Me to You. Say it with cake. It doesn't get any better, does it? I love that you've got so many sentiments around this here as well, which is awesome. And then finally, that one's upside down, you've got Thank You there. £36 or $50 gets you all 6 of them, which is awesome. Right, next up, I beg your pardon, I'm going to show you the Rose Garden. Let me bring it down here for this one. Now, really awesome, this collection. It was so popular when we launched it, and I think it's because it's something that I know you're going to get an awful lot of use out. It's not gender specific, it's not occasion specific in any way. You've got the Rambling Rose, which is this one just here. You also have Adorning Lace, which is this one here. You've got the Gorgeous Climbing Rose, which is that edgeable there. You've got Rose Corner, which is this one here. You're also going to receive in here Regal Frame, as well as Traditional Rose. Now we're into our flower forming dies. So you've got the Traditional Rose. You've got the Filigree Foliage. You've got this one, which is the Fancy Floribunda. We've also got Thinking of You, which is gorgeous die here. There is Happiness Blooms, which is these lovely sentiments that you've got here. You've also got the Ravishing Rose. Would love to see that heat embossed. You've got the Rose Trellis embossing folder, as well as the Grande Lace embossing folder. And you get the wooden frames and corners as well. That is not where we end, though. There is even more. Let me just pop these ones away, because there is so much in this collection. You're then getting as well this, which is the wax seal. Now, we brought this to you with the Garden of Love, and it was so incredibly busy when we did that for you. And so we decided to do it again with this collection. You're also going to get the stamens in here. You're going to get the flower forming foam, and you're also going to get as well the luxury cardstock too. Now I'm going to show you the pads live, because you get lots of pads in this one as well. So let me just grab those for you. You get the vellums and the 12x12s in, the vellums and the pattern papers in both the 12x12 and the 6x6 size. So you're going to get exactly the same just in that smaller size. Really beautiful, unashamedly floral. You're going to get loads and loads of use out of this one, I think. You've got 48 sheets in here. It's 180 GSM. And then you've got to get this vellum. You're going to get that in the 6x6 and the 12x12 as well. And again, beautiful floral elements, beautiful butterflies in here as well. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous collection. All of that there for you. £155 if you're in the UK, $208 if you are in the US. What I'd say is you can use your Club Inspire discount. Platinum members get this for £124 or $166.40, which is awesome. You also, of course, are all going to get free postage and packaging and free shipping and handling as well. Right, Debbie, beautiful, another beautiful collection. We've been absolutely spoiled, haven't we, in this Second Chance Sunday show, because we have got gorgeous collection after gorgeous collection.
Oh, and they are, again, a really beautiful collection. Everything works together in this one, and I love this Rose Garden collection. It's truly beautiful. I was just trying to get a few samples, if I may, Jo. Think outside the box, not just for card making. Think about things like home decor pieces that you could use as well. This one's gorgeous that Joe's done, Joe Garrett's done, absolutely beautiful. You can take it into box making as well. We've got that beautiful edgeable die in this collection. You've got this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous creator card, absolutely beautiful. Am I upside down? Upside down yet again. The papers all work together.
Like
the flower foaming fold. Definitely, I'm upside down. I'll show you a couple more if I may. The flower foaming foam on these are insanely good. The colours are beautiful. Everything all works together really gorgeous. Shall we crack on with the demo? I'll show you some more samples after I've done my demo. She says trying to wreck the joints. Stay there. Right, so create a card. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a card using this beautiful Rambling Roses die. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it's a lovely size as well. It's 4x6 in size. So I'm just going to place that on. I'm going to hold it down with a bit of low tack tape as well, and I'm going to run that through. Now this is a very detailed die. So detailed die means popping in your normal combination. It may be that you need to add your extra shim, but for the first cut that I'm doing, I'm just going to run this through with our normal plate combination. So again, put that through and then let the machine do the work. Don't forget you could use this in your midi. It's a 4x6 in size, so if you've just purchased your rigid just quite recently, this one is going to fit in there, and there's no plate combination because you just literally put it in the folder and it's good to go. Now if you do need to add any extra shims to that, what you could do is bring in your metal shim. So let me just bring this in, because I've seen now, and this is how I always tell people on detailed dies, always try it without first, but there's just a couple of areas that it hasn't quite caught, so I'm going to give it a little bit of a tilt as well, and then I'm going to run that back through again. Now there's nothing wrong with doing that if that hasn't cut the first time for you. I always prefer to start with the less pressure and build up if you need to add the extra shim. So that's just a little top tip, but that way you can always tell if you've got a good cut. Now look at that, absolutely no problem whatsoever. So I'm going to pop that back through there. I'm going to bring out my die brush cleaner. I'm going to run that out. Oh, look how gorgeous this is. This is beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. You could take some of that coloured cardstock that we've got in the paper pad if you wanted to, but I'm just going to carry on poking these little bits out, Jo. And then while I'm doing that, let me just, let me grab my poker tool. There we are. Yeah, just poke out all your little pieces, and you'll get that beautiful result each time with this. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now, I could sit here and poke out the rest, Jo. However, where does the time go in this building?
Where does it blooming go, Debbie?
It flies by when we're in here. Flies by. I thought we'd got at least another hour. Looked
we
up.
Can just stay if you want. I'm sure the team won't mind. You know,
I'm not so sure about that one, Jo. They're not listening. They didn't pick up on that one, so they must be busy talking about something else.
That's a no.
That's But when you've finished poking it all out, let me just see if I can get a piece of dark colour so you can see that underneath. Look how glorious that is. It's absolutely beautiful. It's such a detailed die. It's gorgeous. Love it. So that's going to be what sits in my frame for my card, and I'm going to pop that over because I'm making a little bit of a diorama card. Now, I could have, if I wanted to, I've popped, because my diorama cards, I plenty of sizes that you can do, and there's 2 ways that you can do it. You can have even inch on either side, or you can do a 2 inch, a half an inch, or a 1 inch and a 1 inch. It's up to you, however you want to start it. But what you need to remember is you have 2 pieces of card exactly the same. So you would cut the same measurement, score at the same time, and then you could die cut one of those through one of the panels. So you could have popped that die and die cut through. However, I'm going to stick mine on top of a piece that I've already cut out. So I've already fussy cut at a little, a rectangle, but I need to put some of that gorgeous cardstock behind there, Jo. So, as if by magic, I've already cut one to size. Let's pop that. Oh, do you know what I'm trying to do with that? Where's your glue, Debs? Where's your glue?
Misty Johnson says, Debbie's card is gorgeous and her humour is contagious, apparently. It's contagious, Debbie. Janet says, I love this collection and the last. What a great combination. Carlene says, definitely getting this new hog hedge stamp. It's beautiful. Hog hedge.
Hog edge. I love yours. I love the way you say it,
I don't know
Jo.
what happened there. C. Turner says, Debbie, you make my day. I love you. Awaiting my bundle to arrive, and I'm sure every time I look at my acorns, I am going to burst out laughing. Tall Chicky says she needed the last today, and Loretta says, can you emboss on the gilding wax?
So you could put gilding wax down onto your card. I don't know if you've ever seen Sarah do it, but I've seen her paint it on before.
Right.
She's used water and watered it down and painted it on, and then you could emboss it. But you would have to. I always prefer to do it after, and there's a reason why. You pick up all that beautiful embossed detail after you've embossed it with the gilding wax. So that's just my personal recommendation, Jo. Is that you would do the embossing, you would do the gilding wax after you've embossed your cardstock. So awesome. I hope that helps.
I hope that helps indeed. Let us know if that does help. Loretta, we'll do our best to answer. I'm sure it will help. Don't forget as well, an amazing day coming up tomorrow here and for the rest of the week. Sorry, I was just reaching down to get my phone. I just don't want to get the details for the week wrong, so I'm looking in my calendar because I've got a memory like a goldfish, I swear. Tomorrow, myself and Craig, the Scotty Hottie, will be in the building. The Scotty Hottie, as we call it.
I've heard about that calendar.
Yeah, did you see the picture of the 1st of December yesterday, Debbie?
Oh, it made me chuckle. Was that Laura's doing?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I thought it were.
So I've got the Purse Dyes Masterclass with Craig tomorrow, which could be fun. And then I'll be back with Jan in the evening. I'm going to tell her all about what you said about her.
No.
I'm only joking, I'm not really. And then don't forget Tuesday's Black Friday launching. I've got Soft to Side with Bernie and then a Black Friday launch party special. With the boss herself, our very own Dragon Sarah will be here in the building. And then Masterclass, I've got a Black Friday Christmas Masterclass with our very own Debbie with a Y, which is going to be awesome. We've got a Christmas discounts Black Friday Masterclass. Debbie, that sounds so fun.
Can't wait, Jo. Can't wait. Now, I've taken a piece of the Regal frames. There's 3 Regal frames in this one, Jo, and I've taken some of that lovely textured cardstock as well. So I'm just going to run that through my Gemini, and I'm going to also run through one of the smaller ones as well, so the next size down. And again, I'm just going to take a little bit of low-tack tape. I'll borrow that one off me last die. And pop that through the Gemini as well. So let's place that on. These are beautiful, these frames. Do you know, I use these and I have put my pictures of my loved ones behind there as well because they're beautiful. They work really, really lovely by popping a little picture of them on there. But they make it absolutely gorgeous for the stamps that are in the collection, do you know, to sit on the stamps. And I'll show you that in a moment. But everything, the cardstock, the colour tones, everything works together. The rose foam, flower foaming foam, that's the way.
Yeah.
Rose, absolutely beautiful. It's just exquisite. Oh, do you know, I put tape down and I still managed to move it. Thank goodness we have here in our little prep bags. We make sure we do one that we've already prepped beforehand. I'm telling you, Jo, it's one of those things, live TV. I know Tasha will often say to me, why are you cutting it out twice, Mum? Just to be on the safe side, just to make sure you've got one to hand in case anything goes wrong, because quite often, more times than not, things can go wrong. However,
if it can go wrong, it probably will, Debbie.
Exactly.
That's how it goes, isn't it?
Exactly. But that lovely frame, so can you see that beautiful frame? Absolutely gorgeous. That's the next size frame, but when I said it fits perfectly with the stamps, that's exactly what I've done. I've stamped "Your friendship is a blessing, Joe," which it actually is.
Oh, thank
it's a blessing having you in my life.
Oh, you're too kind.
Well, who would have thought when I met you, how many years ago? Last year.
I was about to say it wasn't that long ago.
It wasn't that long ago. It was last year down at
Creative here together though, did we? This time
we didn't. No, we didn't.
This time, was it 2 years ago? Nearly 2 years ago, wasn't it?
Well,
was it March?
yeah, February, yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, so yeah, it'll be nearly 2 years.
2 years soon.
Yeah. Oh, and that crazy to think that.
It's absolutely crazy, isn't it?
Absolutely. There we go. Now that sits. I put a couple of foam pads. That sits beautifully onto there, and that's going to sit. I am loving my foam pads today. That's going to sit in. Oh, what have you done with your leaves? Here we go. There we go. Don't know why. I always put them outside to make sure I don't forget where they are, and then forget where I put them. Oh dear.
They're very fancy, aren't they? That foliage.
They are beautiful. The foliage is absolutely gorgeous, and I'm just going to put one at the top. I'm going to put one at the bottom. Have we got time to do a bit of flower forming?
Oh, you got 17 minutes.
Oh, I'll get that done. No problem.
Absolutely.
So there we go. That's going to sit there, but it just wants something to you just want something to lift it off a little bit. So I've already pre-cut because they've got flowers in there as well, Joe.
Right.
So let's just make sure I've not knocked one off. No, there it is. It's hiding underneath my cardstock. Although Debbie has forgotten her craft iron, perhaps we should have just, because Debbie's been rather clumsy today, burnt myself with the glue gun.
Do you use the big iron normally or the small iron when you do this?
I use my craft iron.
Right, okay.
I always use my craft iron because I can never do this, what Sarah and the team do. Don't know how they do it. They're like, but I'm going to give it a go, she says. Did you see that then? Pop that on. In fact, tell you what, I'm going to lay that down, hold that on, and then, there we go, and then flick that off. Oh, look how that's cupped up straight away. That is amazing how that's done that. Literally just pop it on, give it a little wiggle, drop that off.
Wiggle it.
I'm right in place.
Just a little bit.
Wiggle it. It's only because Debbie knows how clumsy I am, and I mean clumsy. Clumsy doesn't even come close. Ooh. There we go. And then a high heat setting.
I love watching the flower forming, I find it mesmerising.
It's absolutely mesmerising. Oh, guess what I've forgotten though, because I haven't got my flower forming kit. I haven't got my sponge. Oh. Not to worry, Joe, not to worry. I'm going to just take my little petal. I'm going to open that up. And I'm just going to stab that through the middle. This would be perfect though if you have got your sponge that comes with your flower forming kit. Or you could use, the kit that, your dye cleaner brush?
Yes.
You could use that as well.
Awesome idea.
Yeah, you could use that. But
we don't have either though.
Well, I ain't got either of them, no. They're not down here. I tell you, craft room today, I need to make sure it's more well equipped, I do, before I start the show. Look how gorgeous this is looking. Absolutely beautiful. These flowers and this flower forming form, the colour tones is just beautiful. And again, so easy to do. Very, very easy, very simple. And look how beautiful. I'm going to go up close so you can see there. I know you wouldn't have the pokey tool in the middle of it, but look how gorgeous that is.
I thought that was a design feature, Debbie.
No, you wouldn't have that. You're just going to take your stamens. Do we have stamens in the bundle as well?
We do.
It's like it was made for it, wasn't it?
It is, isn't it?
Absolutely. Pull your stamens right through to the very end and then just start to mould it again, because don't forget, I love my flowers. Can you tell? I absolutely love making flowers. And look at that beautiful floral now. Absolutely gorgeous, ready to go on to a card. And as if by magic, I've got a card all ready for it to go on, because just needed that little bit something extra, because normally I would stick a globule of glue on the back before I put this on, but because it's going straight onto my card, I'm just going to pop that on there as well. So let me just stretch that across. Do you know me? Let me just pop that back in. I am very clumsy today, Joe. Very clumsy. So I'm just going to pop on a bit of globule of glue.
I thought you weren't friends with this. I thought you'd fallen out.
Tracy's got me a nice new one.
Oh, she's got you a new stick.
She's got me a new stick. She's got me a new glue gun. We fell out earlier because it burnt me. Did you notice?
She's great,
burnt
isn't
me.
she, our Tracy?
Oh, I love our Tracy. Love our Tracy. There you go. So I'm going to pop that one on, and I've already, oh, do you know what, actually, though? I'm quite happy with just the one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to overkill it. I'm just going to put, normally I put loads and loads of flowers on. So you're not normally a less is
more kind of girl, are you, Debbie?
No, I usually throw everything but the kitchen sink at it, as you can tell with my craft bag. But just look how beautiful that looks. Beautiful,
absolutely
crisp, clean,
beautiful.
Gorgeous collection. It is stunning.
Really, really stunning. And you can be making these very cards should you wish. Remember as well what we've done. We did a launch day on this collection, and we also did, I think there's been a masterclass as well. You will find hours and hours of tutorials about how this collection goes together, how you use it as well. But if you want a really great big collection of this is what we're offering you. I believe it is to the full collection that we launched that we're able to offer you. Club Inspired Platinum members, £124 or £166.40 is your price on this. Absolutely loads in here. So many metal dies: Rambling Rose, Adorning Lace, Climbing Rose, Rose Corner, Regal Frames. You've got your filigree foliage, your Fancy Floribunda, and the Thinking of You. You've then got your 12x12 and 6x6 paper pads, those gorgeous photopolymer stamp sets, 2 embossing folders, your wooden elements in here, the luxury mixed cardstock, then of course your flower forming foam, the stainers, the wax seal kit, and both those vellum pads in there as well. It is an absolutely gorgeous collection, and I know so many of you already own this and absolutely love and adore it. I want to come back and share with you again the pens. Very, very busy on these pens, as we said earlier. You know, the great thing is about these that you've got those three the same color in sort of 3 different tones or 3 different shades, and that means that you're going to be able to get that beautiful seamless ombre from one tone into the next. They are awesome. They're also fantastic because you can lay down a lot of color with these as well at the same time. It's a complete collection for that price, $71.99 or $107.95. I'll just take you through the colours that you're getting in here. You've got the lilacs, the pinks, the browns, those greys in there as well as of course the oranges, the reds, the blues, and the greens there as well. Really, really comprehensive set, and that's the full collection there for that awesome price, which I think is brilliant. Right, the rotating board, still very, very busy on the Totally Tiffany rotating board. These are awesome. It comes from her Made of Art range. It's brilliant for colouring. It's really wonderful as well for doing things like stamping. You know, if you want to just get like a random stamp background pattern on there, you can use it for that. You can stand things on it as well, which is fantastic. I know a lot of people talking about standing their Gemini on there. It has got the rubberized feet on the bottom of there as well, so it's not going to move around on your work surface, which is brilliant. It's just going to make life so much easier for a whole host of different sort of crafty disciplines. $15.99 if you're in the UK, $19.99 if you are in the US. Now we also have, if you missed the start, where were you? I'm going to slap you on the wrist. If you missed the start of the show, we had these beautiful Lee Holland stamps. They were a recent launch just last week, and they are all centered and themed around these gorgeous dragons that we have here. So you've got the little dragon here with a butterfly. That is, of course, If Friends Were Flowers. You Are My Sunshine. Now, the great thing about these is that you've got that lovely focal image. You've then got sentiments around there to help you complete a full project. We've got With Love. I love the With Love because it's got, I think you could sort of really grunge this up a little bit. He could be a little red devil, a little horny red devil is what he could be. Oh, devil, I'm thinking of red devil. Do you know what I'm thinking of? I think devils and dragons get confused a little bit. You know the Manchester United football logo? It's got like the little red devil with the horns on, and but he's got like a little dinosaur tail. That's what he reminds me of. This one. It could be maybe it could be a devil dragon hybrid. What would we call that? Dante. Dravel. I don't know. We'll come up with something better. Don't worry. Come back to us next week. We'll see how we get on. Hello, You is in here as well. You got From Me to You also, and Thank You, which is really beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous design. Super cute. From Lee Holland, is a really well-renowned illustrator, and we're really lucky that he's chosen to work with us and bring us these gorgeous stamp collections. There's so much you can do with them. I just want to again take you through exactly what you're getting, so you can see here all of those awesome stamps. £36 or $50 is your price. Club Inspired Platinum members will get this for $40 if you are stateside. So a really awesome collection there for you. Loads of beautiful cards being made with these two. I mean, Debbie absolutely adore these. What's great about these, I think a lot of times you colour maybe for colouring's sake, as in you just colour because it's something that you really, really love doing. These are great because you can colour for colour's sake, but then you can also take these and add them onto projects. I think they look great just coloured up, and they look great on things like birthday cards as well. They are really, really beautiful. I just wanted to quickly show you this card that Cheryl has made because I think it is gorgeous. You can see how she's taken some chicken wire there and just turned that into a sort of floating balloon. I think it is really, really ingenious. Debbie, I know you love these as well, don't you? Do you know what I think is great about them? They're small enough that they don't take too long to colour. You know, you could do a few of them and spend a while, or you could do one in like 5-10 minutes, really, couldn't you, if you wanted to get a load of these done? Absolutely,
you could, and that's exactly what they are. They just you could actually just stamp loads and loads of images out, put them in a little box, and then on a night time you could get your rotating, if you've got a lap tray, even better. If you sit at the table, even better still, because you can use your rotating plates to be able to colour with these. You could sit there while you're watching your favourite soap. Like,
what's your favourite soap?
You see, at the minute I've got a bit of a love-hate relationship with the soaps because they're just not hitting the head at the minute. They're not hitting the nail on the head. I think they're a little far-fetched. Hollyoaks. What planet are they on? Coronation Street, though, at the minute, I am quite into getting back into Coronation Street. To be fair, I love them all.
You love them all?
I love them all when they're on point. But at the minute, EastEnders is driving me a little bit mad. So,
do you have them in the US, like long-running soap operas?
Oh, that's the thought, yes.
What? Not the same ones, but what? Can you name some, Erin, of the soaps from the US?
The Days of Our Lives. Yes, I love watching that one.
These are the days of our lives. Passions.
A whaty?
Passions.
Passions.
Oh, there you go. Every day's a school day. We live and learn, Debbie.
Do you not get EastEnders or Hollyoaks or Neighbours?
In America?
No, in America.
Why would they get it in the US?
Why can't you get them on any channel?
Well,
I thought they
they're
were readily
very
available.
English. They're very British, aren't they?
Are they very British then? Oh, I didn't realise that. I thought they were all over the world.
There's one in Norway called, is it Norway or is it in Sweden? I'm not sure. I think it's called Skansen. I can't remember the name of it. Basically, it's Norwegian and it's all very moody and it's really, really good. Someone will let me know the name of it in the comments. Maybe one of our Norwegian viewers.
Now then, I've stamped up one of these beautiful images. Can we just take a moment about these lovely stamps that Ali has done? I say hourly, so hourly. Is hourly now, is working with us, is hourly now. Part of the family, part of the CC family, or under our umbrella, where we've collaborated with him, creating these beautiful, beautiful characters. And they really are fabulous. But honestly, this board just makes colouring so much easier. But I've just taken the lightest shade first, and then I'm going to go in with the dark shade. Now you can be stamping onto any medium, depending on what colour you go in with as well. So if you're going to go with, let's think, if you're going to go with Aqua Blend pencils, is that what our lovely Craig had on this week? I think our Craig's done something.
Oh, on Friday? I can't remember. Yeah. What was Colour Me Happy on Friday?
It was me on Colour Me. It was me. We had the brand new glitter markers.
Oh, I've heard about those. They're meant to be incredible,
They
Debbie.
are absolutely fabulous, and I've so much more that I've learnt since I've been using them, since Friday, honestly. The things that you can colour them onto are insanely good. But they're just beautiful. I love a bit of sparkle though. Getting lots of soap opera recommendations. Stephanie says she loves General Hospital. That's her go-to soap. Suzette says Bold and Beautiful. Oh, yes. And also Young and Restless. Are they two different soap operas? Yvonne says All My Children. All my what? All My Children. You have a lot of soaps, don't you? Are they specific to like different parts of the country, or would people watch them like nationally all over? Okay, people watch them nationally. Okay. Because people in the south watch EastEnders and people in the north watch Coronation Street, don't they? I mean, and some people in the south watch Coronation Street as well as EastEnders, and some people in the north watch EastEnders as well as Coronation Street. But there's definitely a north-south divide. You either watch Coronation Street in the north of the UK, of England, or you watch EastEnders if you're in the south of England. It's just the way it goes. One set in London, the East End of London, EastEnders. The other one is set in Manchester, in a fictional suburb called Weatherfield. But did you know, Debbie? I thought it was a real place.
It's not, no, it's not a real place.
I thought that were a real place, Joe. You've just spoilt it for me now.
But if you come up, we can go to Media City and do the studio tour if you want, Debbie. I know our Laura's been on the tour.
Absolutely.
What do you think?
Definitely.
I walked past it the other day.
Was it good?
Well, I don't know. I haven't been in. I walked past.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant you'd been, Joe. I thought you meant you'd been.
No, I haven't been in. I'm waiting for you to come with me. Laura said it's great.
That. Has Laura been?
Yeah.
Is it worth going, Laura? Oh,
you can pull a pint at the Rover's return.
You can pull a pint?
Yep.
Oh, you have to share that.
Laura's got a picture taken with a snowman, apparently. We can go into Roy's Rolls and we can pop down the co-op while we're there as well, Debbie. Oh, we'll have a lovely time.
Oh, well, I didn't realise that you could do that. So that is a definite yes, Joe. We need to be doing that.
Pop it in the diary. When you come visit me, we'll all go.
We'll all be coming down to visit you.
Perfect. We'll top and tail. It'll be fine. We'll top and tail.
Erin, we'll do what?
Erin, that top and tail is what you used to do maybe when you were a kid and you shared a bed and one of you laid one way and one laid the other way. Top and tail. That's what it's called. Well, I mean, I reckon we could get at least 4 in mine and 3 in the double in the spare room. Laura's, I mean, Laura, we could put Laura on a pelmet somewhere.
Oh, bless Laura. Because she's even smaller than me, and that's saying something because I'm small. But our little Laura's little Laura. She is a little Laura.
This show's got really odd in the last 5 minutes, I must say. Christine Mahoney says Crafters TV is her soap opera of choice. It's basically a soap opera, isn't it?
I like it. That's fab. I love that. That's fab, Christine. I do like that bit. Yeah, definitely.
We get enough gossip to be a soap opera, don't we? And people are always stealing other people's stuff and leaving, there's a lot of he said this and she said that.
I know, and the thing sometimes is unjustified, Joe. It's unjustified. Because literally, I got blamed for moving inks right over there, and it's me that organises and puts them into order every single time I come. I'm like, nah, not having that. Not having that.
Scandalous. Scandalous.
Right, I'm going to carry on colouring this, but what I am going to do, Joe, is show you. Can I show you some more samples? Because I've just seen the time.
We're out of time almost.
I've got carried away there, and I just want to show you a few more amazing samples that our design team have made using these. And it can be any colouring medium. I've been using the Tri-Blend brush markers, but you can use any colouring medium you want to. And there's some real fabulous ones. I absolutely love this next one. Look at that. That is just fantastic. And that is stamped with aqua markers and just restamping the balloon only. Absolutely fabulous. And then drawn out the edges with water, because obviously aqua markers are a water-based product. So it doesn't have to be alcohol markers that you colour it in with, Joe. It can be anything you want. A stamp's a stamp. What you choose to colour it in with is your choice. But definitely, if I'm going to give you one top tip today when you're colouring, get the board. I love that board. That's good.
It's absolutely brilliant. Debbie, it was a pleasure to spend today with you. I'll see you back here for a masterclass on Wednesday with a Christmas discount masterclass, which is going to be awesome. Huge thanks to Debbie. Big thanks to the team next door in the gallery. And the biggest thanks, of course, as always, goes to you guys at home. Make sure you come join me tomorrow. A fabulous day. A masterclass with Craig in the morning. And then I'll be telling Jan all about the gossip and what Debbie's been saying about her in the Monday Maker show. So we'll see that cloth. It'll be worth tuning in just to see the cloth. Anyway, I'm joking. I hope you have a great day if you're stateside. Enjoy your evening if you're here in the UK or Europe. We'll see you back here for another full day tomorrow. Take care.